Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. I did want to say happy birthday to all my Libras out there. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Libra. So guys, take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So get in where you fit in. And as always, Libra, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? All right, Libra, your energy is coming out fairly easily, so that's good. That's positive. All right, so you're starting out with the Elder of Swords. You have the Tower, and that's in reverse. That would be the same as the King of Swords. You have the Tower in reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups reverse. So there's a sense here that you're going through some sort of a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle, which is not to be worried about because honestly that, you know, we all go through karmic lessons and cycles constantly. But whatever this is giving you advice about does have something to do with a karmic cycle or karmic lesson. I do feel like it's kind of taking you out of your element a little bit here. There's a sense here that you could be angry. I feel like you're recovering here from a Tower moment. It could have involved third-party energy. Yeah, you feel like somebody wasn't honest with you. And I feel like you are recovering from this, but you're just not quite there yet. There's a need for you to take your power back here because I feel like in a sense, you almost feel like somebody has taken away your, how do I word this? Like your options. So your options are not, you don't feel like you have the options that you want. And a lot of that is because it looks like somebody tried to make you an option and you're angry about that. Yeah, you're angry about it. So I feel like you feel like you don't have the choices that you really want right now. There's confusion in your energy, confusion about, you know, the dishonesty, confusion about possibly third-party energy. You are coming out of this. You are rebuilding yourself, but it's a process. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Libra's energy. Hold on. All right. All right. So the person in your energy, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. And coming out together, we have the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. So this person that's in your energy, I feel like this is somebody from your past. This is somebody who failed to recognize what you were bringing to the table. This person tried to make you an option. They're kind of playing the victim because with the Five of Pentacles here, it's almost like they're saying, Libra has rejected me. They're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling rejected. They want to balance things out with you. Yeah, this is somebody who's trying to figure out how to balance things out because I feel like they know that they didn't treat you properly in the past, but they're choosing to focus on the good memories. It's somebody who's looking back at memories here with you. They have very fond memories, but they feel like you have rejected them. Yeah, it's almost like their energy is split because there's this energy of them saying, oh, well, Libra's ignoring me. Libra won't have anything to do with me. You know, things were so good between the two of us. I want to even this out. But then there's also this energy of them knowing that in the past, they didn't recognize what you were bringing to the table. So, yeah, their energy is a little bit split. Let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Show me the energy between Libra and this person. Now, it's interesting because that card spun around. All right, so we have the Initiate of Swords, which is like the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this person feels like they are your equal. They feel like the two of you are like a spiritual couple. However, they are angry. You're angry, they're angry. You may be beginning to believe that this person was a karmic connection for you. I do feel that, I feel like you cut this person out. But it was after a Tower moment or during a Tower moment. You may feel that they cut you out. And if so, it's because you feel that they were giving their energy to more than one person. But there's anger between the two of you. Let me see what's affecting the connection. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's a sense here that you both would like to overcome the problems that have happened here. But neither of you quite know how to negotiate it out. You both want to. You both want to negotiate it out, but you're seeing things from two different perspectives here. And I feel like you're at a standstill because neither party is willing to negotiate. And that's because there's anger here. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome between Libra and this person. Three of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you are feeling like this is not where your future is. It's almost like you're saying this person is no longer an option for me. They tried to make me an option. Now they're no longer an option for me. I'm going to rebuild my energy. This could have been worked out, but we're at an impasse here. And I do feel like, you're feeling this person is no longer in your future. In their energy, this person is feeling impatient. They want to bring this together. This person feels like you're a soulmate. They also feel like whatever the situation is between the two of you that created the anger, that created the standstill, they're feeling like it is slowly decompensating. It's not getting better. And I would have to agree with that. But they're growing impatient here. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. And that does not surprise me at all. It's underlying energy, and it indicates that there is a lot of anxiety about this, particularly at night. It's almost like as you move through the day, you're both focusing on what it needs to get done. You're taking care of your own individual lives. Because I'm not seeing the two of you crossing together. There's like this impasse that's here, and it's created by anger and different perspectives and the inability to basically negotiate this through. So at night, though, both of you are thinking about the other person. There's anxiety. There's feelings of, like just revolving thoughts, unable to get away from the thoughts. So let's clarify. Why is the Elder of Swords in reverse? The Magician and the Fool in reverse. So you're manifesting, but I feel like you're manifesting to come into your own power. You're viewing this person, Libra, as being someone who is manipulative, and that makes it so that you don't want to have a new beginning with them. You're feeling like they manipulated you. You're feeling like this person could be a karmic connection. Whereas in the past, I feel like you felt that this person was a spiritual partner. They still feel like you're a soulmate. I do feel, though, that because of the anger that's here, because of the impasse and being unable to, work this through, I feel like your perspective, Libra, is changing. You're manifesting what it is that you do want. One of the things you're manifesting is healing. You're manifesting a new beginning. It doesn't look like that new beginning has started yet or happened yet, because you're not completely done with whatever this karmic lesson is, but it's coming. There is a new beginning that is coming. And it's because you're manifesting it. Let me see why the Tower is in reverse. I feel like this, there's somebody new right there. Page of Pentacles. I feel like there was a Tower moment between you and this person, and now you're trying to recover. Ten of Coins reversed, and the Page of Pentacles. There it is. So you're basically going through and understanding why this situation ended. I'm seeing that you feel there was a lack of loyalty here. You may have even felt like this person was given to more than one situation. I definitely feel like you're recovering from the Tower moment that this person caused in your life. It was a great loss for you. It was a great loss for you because you felt like this was your person. You felt like this was going to go the distance. The two of you could build something together, something that would last. And this person, it looks like, brought in third-party energy. And now they're playing the victim to that. They're saying, oh no, Libra rejected me. There's somebody new that is in your energy here. And if they're not, they're going to be. I do see that you manifested this. This is a new beginning. You may not have, jumped into this connection, but it's gearing up for you. It's in your energy here. And it's actually going to help you to recover. It is. It's going to actually be a good thing. So I see someone new here. I'm also feeling that you felt like the two of you could have worked this out. You could have talked this out. I feel like you tried. Actually, I feel like you did try to do so. Let me see. But it was an impasse. It wasn't doable. Let me see why this Seven of Cups is in reverse. Knight of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing that there's a new beginning coming in for you. And it could, ironically, it could start as a fling. It could start as a one-night stand. It could start, and if you don't do one-night stands, yeah, I get that. I don't either, but it could for somebody out there. If not, it's going to be a passionate new beginning. It does look like it is with someone new. I don't feel like you've fully jumped into that yet. But I also feel like you're not going to be talking to this person. This person has created a lot of confusion. And a lot of you are feeling like this person tried to make you an option in their life, that he had other people in their life or another person, or perhaps it was priorities. They didn't prioritize you. But regardless, you feel this person brought a lot of confusion in, that they were not truthful, that they were not telling you the truth. I feel like there is no communication on your side from this person. You tried to work this out. It didn't work. It was an impasse. And now you're questioning, there's confusion here. Was this person just in this for the passion, just for the sex? So let me see this person's energy. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for the person in Libra's energy? Because I feel like this person is wanting to balance this out with you. They're now wanting to work this out. All right, you could be dealing with another Libra. We have the Justice card. And we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, this person wants to balance this out. They do. I feel like this person is very passionate towards you. They feel like you cut them out and they want to bring balance to the situation. So let me see why the Five of Pentacles is here. Yeah, this person is in a poverty mindset. I will say that. Knight of Cups reversed. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to bring balance to the situation. But they feel like you're going to turn them down. It's literally, they're afraid to offer you their feelings and emotions. They're afraid to come towards you. This person is in a poverty mindset, and they feel like if they open up to you, that you're gonna shoot them down. So they're basically saying, Libra, that you're not open to working this out. This person could be a business owner with this King of Wands here, or they could be in a managerial position. Let me see the bottom energy. Particularly, it could be somebody that works with the court systems or somehow something to do with the law. Show me the bottom energy. Ooh. Let's try that again. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Libra's energy. All right, we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, this person looks like they were not single. This is somebody who is dealing with somebody from their past, a long-standing past here. This person was deceptive. So I feel like they were acting single, but they were not single. And why? Because they see you as happiness. You make them happy. They know that they treated you disrespectfully. They know that you're on to the game. They know that deception was, you know, they basically feel like you see them for who they are. And they know that they did not treat, and that's why you're ignoring them, but they know that they didn't treat you properly. And I feel like this person is regretful of that because they see you as being their happiness. They literally have these daydreams, Libra, of spending time with you, building a family with you, building a future with you, but they're showing up as not being single. Now, sometimes the King of Wands can be a little bit of a player. So this person could have been already in a connection. It does look like there's some third-party energy here. But I feel like this person feels like you see them. You see clearly. And this is why they don't want to open up with their feelings. Instead, what they're doing is they're not taking accountability here. And they're basically projecting it onto you that you are not, you know, willing to work this out. So let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Why is the Initiate of Swords here in reverse? So they're angry with you for that. They're angry with you that you're not willing to, you know, just see things from their perspective. Queen of Pentacles. This person's involved with someone else, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so this person is involved with someone else. I feel like you cut this person out, Libra, and you cut them out because you want a new beginning. You want things to move in your favor, and they are. Things are moving in your favor. You're manifesting that, though. You're manifesting it, and it's almost like you're saying, I thought this was my soulmate. I thought this was my divine partner. But it turns out that they are a karmic person. They involve me in third-party energy. There is an impasse here between the two of you, and there's some sort of a new beginning with a new person that is trying to come in. You haven't taken that leap of faith just yet, but this is somebody new that you've literally manifested. And why? Because you're tired of being in this Nine of Swords energy. You're tired of the anxiety. You're tired of worrying and stressing and wondering if this person is with someone else. In their energy, I am seeing that this person is working very hard. They're focusing a lot on their money, but there's also somebody else. This Queen of Pentacles is in their energy here. And so they're seeing you as being someone who's angry, has cut them out. They're feeling like you rejected them. And so they know deep down inside it's because they were playing around, and there's another person here. There's another that was already existing in this connection, it looks like. So they know you see them clearly. And they're kind of angry that you're seeing them clearly. Now, the other thing is that they're angry with this Queen of Pentacles as well. Yeah. So this is somebody who doesn't hold himself accountable. Why is the Nine of Wands in reverse? Ah, the Devil. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you may just feel like this person's the devil. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah. A lot of queens here. So what I'm seeing here is that this person knows that you're not going to be a third party in this energy. They were giving their energy to more than one person. They're afraid to approach you. So I feel like this person has a lot of feelings for you because ultimately they live in their head a lot. They view you as happiness, but they're afraid to come towards you and actually work this out. So they're not taking that action. Why are they afraid to do that? Because they know they put you in a third-party situation and that you're not having it. They know you view them as toxic. Incidentally, the new person who could be coming into your energy could be a Capricorn, but doesn't have to be. But I feel like you're basically saying, I have to rebuild myself. I want a good life for myself, and I can't have that with this person because they're toxic. And you view them as toxic as hell. And that's why you're not willing to work this through. Let me see the bottom energy for Libra. Show me the outcome between Libra and this person. Yeah, they want to take action, but they're holding back. And why are they holding back? One of the reasons this person is holding back is because of this Queen of Pentacles. They're already involved with someone else. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords. We have the King of Cups. Wow, you could be having you could have a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer coming into your energy, and the Emperor in the reverse. This person could be very strong Aries energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly also an Aries, or a Sagittarius, or a Leo, possibly. So a lot of signs that are present here. There's a lot of people in this reading, which tells me that, there were a lot of people in this relationship. So in the outcome, I still see that there's going to be a lot of anxiety here. I know that you're trying to come out of that anxiety. You're trying to turn that page so that you have a happier life. It is a process, Libra. But what I'm seeing here is that you're not going to be talking with this person. I feel like you feel that they're not truthful. I feel like you're angry with this person. And I feel like, you don't feel this is where your future is. Now, that being said, again, there is someone new that is either already in your energy or is coming into your energy here. I see that you haven't taken that leap of faith yet, but it looks like you're going to, and it looks like you're going to be very happy because you have this King of Cups that is indicating that your heart is opening. This is a very loving, happy energy. There's passion here. There's love here. So you've got somebody new coming in. Now with this person that you consider to be toxic, and I have to agree, honestly, I have to agree with you. This person, I feel like, is going to spin out of control. This is somebody who isn't taking the proper action towards you. Instead, they're not taking accountability. They were not faithful in a connection here. They view you as happiness, but they know that you see that they're out of control. They know that you see the deception. They feel very exposed right now, and they worry about this, and they think about you constantly. They know they didn't treat you correctly. So they're probably going to continue to ignore you because it looks like that's what they're doing. And they're blaming you, but ironically, they're blaming you for the difficulties they're having within this other connection, and they're blaming this Queen of Pentacles for the difficulties they're having with you. But at no point do I see this person taking on accountability for their actions here. And they literally are somebody who is out of control. They're not willing to take control of this situation. They sit and ruminate about it. They think about it constantly. But this is somebody who was pretending to be single, who was not, trying to bring you in as a third party, and they know you're not having it. So I do see that there's still some anxiety that is going on here, but there is truly somebody new that is coming in, and that person is going to be very healing for you. Look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups, and that, my dear, is new energy, and it's a loving energy. It's a kind energy. So, I feel like you're going through a process here, but I also feel like this new person is you're going to have love and passion with this person. So I like this for you, Libra. I can see you've gone through a hard time. It's not completely over, but you're getting there. And remember, you have this Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like cutting this person out of your life is actually what has created this opening for someone new to come in. And it is, turning things in your favor. Let's pull an oracle card for you, Libra, and see if there's any advice for you. All right, you have number 35, and it says home. So let's read that. All right, it says, how do you keep recreating home? In the context of this teaching, let's use the word home to describe your unconscious ability to attract intimate partners with the positive and negative qualities your parents instilled in you. This card honors the wounded child in you that keeps recreating home, hoping to get your childhood developmental codependency needs met. You might even provoke the other to act or look like your original parent. In a world where so many of our natural emotions were not encouraged and, worse yet, suppressed, you are now encouraged to feel the feelings trapped inside you that constantly and consistently sabotage your life. For some of us, home was an amazing, empowering, and happy place. But for a lot of us, it was lacking. There was unease and hurt. This is imprinted on your nervous system, which forces the dysfunction you had with your parents to rise to the surface with your current partner and people close to you. And that's where we're seeing this toxicity. So you may have drawn this person in subconsciously, Libra, in order to address wounded child needs that are within you. So just be aware of that. It might be something you want to look at, maybe do some inner child work. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Libra. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys in your next reading, Libra, know that you are loved, and namaste.